Welcome back to my channel, Pocket Change Coins. If you're excited about finding hidden gems in your pocket change, you're in the right place. First, we're going to uncover some of the most valuable and rare US coins that could be worth a fortune. Let's dive in. We're diving deep into the world of the 1999 New York State Quarter, a coin that not only represents one of the most iconic states in America but could also hold a surprising amount of value. If you've ever wondered how a simple quarter could be worth more than just a pocket change, you're about to find out. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll see just how much this New York State Quarter could be worth and why it's such a highly sought-after collectible. The 1999 New York State Quarter is part of the 50 State Quarters program, a series issued by the U.S. Mint between 1999 and 2008 to honor each of the 50 states. These quarters were released in the order that the states joined the Union, and New York was the 11th state to be honored. The New York Quarter was released in 1999, alongside quarters for Delaware and Pennsylvania. This particular quarter features a design that speaks to the importance of New York in America's history. The reverse side showcases a sailing ship, representing the Half Moon, which was the ship sailed by the explorer Henry Hudson during his voyage in 1609, leading to the establishment of the colony of New York. Above the ship, you'll also see an image of New York's iconic skyline, including the Statue of Liberty, one of the most recognizable symbols of freedom and democracy in the world. The design beautifully captures both the early exploration of New York and its pivotal role in shaping America as we know it. The New York Quarter is especially meaningful to anyone with a love for history, as it honors a state that played a key role in the American Revolution, the foundation of the United States, and the growth of the nation's economy. But let's take a closer look at why this coin isn't just a tribute to New York's importance, it's also a potential goldmine for collectors. Like most state quarters, the 1999 New York Quarter was minted in large quantities, making it widely circulated. As you can imagine, most of the quarters from this series were used for everyday transactions, meaning they've likely seen a lot of wear and tear. But here's where things get interesting. While most of these coins are only worth their face value, 25 cents, there are certain conditions and features that can increase the value dramatically. It all comes down to rarity, condition, and sometimes even minting errors. For starters, if you find a 1999 New York Quarter that's in pristine, uncirculated condition, you could be sitting on a valuable coin. Coins that are uncirculated have never been used in day-to-day transactions and have remained in mint condition since they were first struck. These uncirculated versions are much more valuable than those that have been tossed around in pockets or spent at stores. If you happen to find a quarter that looks as fresh as the day it was minted, you could be looking at a rare find, but it's not just about condition. Some collectors seek out coins with minting errors, and the 1999 New York Quarter is no exception. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process, resulting in a coin that is unlike others. These errors could include things like double strikes, where the coin is stamped twice, or misaligned dies, where the image doesn't line up properly. These types of errors can make a coin incredibly unique, and collectors are often willing to pay a premium for these rare pieces. If you've got a 1999 New York Quarter with a minting error, especially one that's particularly striking or unusual, you could find yourself with a coin that is worth far more than its face value. Collectors absolutely love error coins because they are one-of-a-kind and highly coveted. So, if you have one of these quarters with an unusual feature, it could be worth a lot more than you think. Now, the exciting part: what exactly is this 1999 New York Quarter worth? If you happen to have an uncirculated, error-free version of the coin, it could be worth significantly more than a regular quarter. But if your coin is in perfect condition or has an incredible minting error, get ready to be amazed. The value of a 1999 New York Quarter in excellent condition could reach an astounding $57,000. Yes, you read that right, $57,000. That's a massive return for just one coin, and it shows how valuable a rare piece of history can be. So, if you have a 1999 New York Quarter, don't just dismiss it as another piece of change. Take a closer look. It could be worth a small fortune. Second rare coin, we've got an incredible story about a coin that you might overlook at first glance, but could actually be a hidden treasure: the 2003 Arkansas State Quarter. Yes, you heard that right. A simple quarter that holds more value than you'd expect. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll discover how much this quarter could be worth and why it's highly coveted by collectors. The 2003 Arkansas quarter is part of the 50-state quarters program, which was launched by the U.S. Mint in 1999 to honor each of the 50 states with its own unique coin design. Each year, 5 different states were honored, and in 2003, Arkansas became one of those states featured on its own quarter. Arkansas was the 25th state to join the Union, and its quarter was released to celebrate its rich history and culture. On the reverse side of the Arkansas quarter, you'll notice a beautifully designed image. The main feature is a diamond, symbolizing the Arkansas Diamond Mine, the only diamond-producing site in the United States that is open to the public. The quarter also includes an image of a buffalo, which is both a nod to the state's wildlife and its pioneering past. Above the diamond, you'll see the state's motto, the natural state. The design truly captures the essence of Arkansas, a state that is known for its natural beauty, wildlife, and rich heritage. But here's where the story gets even more interesting. While many of us think of state quarters as simply coins that celebrate the states, some can be worth much more than their face value. The 2003 Arkansas quarter is one of those coins, and there are a few reasons why it's attracting attention from collectors and numismatists alike. First, let's talk about condition. As with any coin, the value of the Arkansas quarter can greatly increase depending on how well it has been preserved. Most of the quarters from this series were used for everyday transactions, so finding one that has been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition is actually quite rare. Coins that have been carefully stored and kept away from circulation are highly sought after by collectors. An uncirculated Arkansas quarter, meaning it shows no signs of wear and tear, will naturally be worth far more than a regular quarter that has been through the grind of daily life. But it's not just about condition. The minting process can sometimes produce coins with errors, and those mistakes can turn an otherwise ordinary coin into a rare and valuable piece. Minting errors can include double strikes, where the design has been stamped twice, off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned, or die cracks, where the stamping die was damaged. These errors make the coin unique, and error coins are highly prized by collectors for their rarity and history. If you happen to find a 2003 Arkansas quarter with a minting error, especially a noticeable one, it could make your coin significantly more valuable. Error coins often sell for many times more than their regular counterparts, especially if the error is rare or particularly striking. Now, you might be wondering, what could the 2003 Arkansas quarter actually be worth if it's in excellent condition, or if it has a rare minting error? The value of this coin can range depending on these factors, but if you have a pristine, uncirculated coin, or one with a minting error, it could be worth a shocking $45,000. Yes, you heard that right, $45,000 for a 2003 Arkansas quarter. It's hard to believe that a coin worth just 25 cents could potentially be worth this much, but that's the power of rarity and the allure of collectors who are on the lookout for coins like these. So, before you dismiss your change, take a closer look at that 2003 Arkansas quarter. It might just be worth a lot more than you thought. Third expensive coin, we'll be taking a close look at the 2015 Saratoga quarter, which is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program. Now, you might think that a quarter is just, well, a quarter, but this particular coin is far more than that. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll find out why this Saratoga quarter might just be worth far more than its face value and could even put a nice chunk of change in your pocket. Let's start with a little history. The 2015 Saratoga quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which was launched by the U.S. Mint in 2010 to honor national parks and sites across the United States. Each year, 5 new quarters were released to celebrate the natural beauty and historical significance of different locations, and in 2015, Saratoga National Historical Park in New York was chosen to represent one of these remarkable places. Saratoga holds a special place in American history because it was the site of the Battle of Saratoga in 1777, one of the turning points of the American Revolutionary War. The battle was a crucial victory for the American forces and is widely regarded as a major factor in securing French support for the colonies in their fight for independence. The battle's significance is why Saratoga was selected as one of the locations to be honored in this program. On the reverse side of the quarter, you'll notice a design that symbolizes this historic battle. It features a soldier in action, representing the bravery and sacrifice of the troops that fought at Saratoga. Behind the soldier, you can see an image of the American flag, a powerful symbol of freedom and patriotism. The design beautifully captures the spirit of the battle and the lasting impact it had on the fight for American independence. But what makes the 2015 Saratoga quarter especially interesting to collectors isn't just the history it represents. There are also some key factors that can significantly increase its value. As with any coin, the condition of the quarter plays a major role in determining how much it's worth. Most quarters, like this one, were released into circulation and saw heavy use. But if you happen to have a pristine, uncirculated Saratoga quarter, it could be worth far more than its face value. Uncirculated coins are coins that have never been used in transactions, meaning they're essentially as fresh as the day they were minted. These coins often end up being stored in rolls or bags, away from the hustle and bustle of everyday use. A pristine 2015 Saratoga quarter in perfect condition could be quite valuable to collectors, especially since many of the circulated coins from this series have suffered from wear and damage over the years. However, it's not just about condition. Coins with minting errors are another hot commodity in the world of numismatics. If you happen to have a 2015 Saratoga quarter with a minting error, whether it's a double die, off-center strike, or any other kind of misprint, it could significantly increase the coin's worth. Error coins are highly prized by collectors because they are unique and offer something that no other coin can replicate. So if your Saratoga quarter has a noticeable minting error, it could make all the difference when it comes to value. Now, we've been talking about how special this quarter can be if it's in good condition or has a rare minting error, but let's get to the exciting part. What's this coin actually worth? If you have a 2015 Saratoga quarter in uncirculated condition, or one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a value that far exceeds its face value. In fact, it could be worth as much as $30,000, yes, that's right, $30,000 for a single coin. It's hard to believe that something as simple as a quarter could be worth so much, but that's the world of coin collecting for you. Whether it's because of its historical significance, rare condition, or minting errors, the 2015 Saratoga quarter has become a highly sought-after item in the numismatic world. So, the next time you're going through your pocket change or sorting through your coin collection, take a moment to look closely at any Saratoga quarters you may have. It just might be the key to unlocking a small fortune. Especially, I'm talking about the 2019 Lowell quarter, a coin that represents the beauty and history of Lowell National Historical Park in Massachusetts. Stick around, because you won't believe how much this quarter could be worth in today's market. Now, you might be wondering, why is a coin like the 2019 Lowell quarter worth more than just 25 cents? Well, let's start by looking at the backstory of this coin and why it's so special. The Lowell quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which was created by the U.S. Mint to honor national parks and historical sites across the United States. This program ran from 2010 to 2021, and each year 5 new quarters were released, each showcasing a different site that holds special significance in American history. In 2019, the Lowell National Historical Park in Lowell, Massachusetts was chosen to be featured on one of these iconic quarters. Lowell is known as the birthplace of the American Industrial Revolution. During the 19th century, the city became a major hub for textile manufacturing, with the Lowell Mills serving as the center of this booming industry. The Lowell National Historical Park preserves this history, with landmarks and museums that highlight the city's key role in the industrial growth of the United States. The quarter issued in 2019 was created to commemorate this pivotal moment in American history, and the design of the coin reflects that. The reverse side of the Lowell quarter features a stunning representation of Lowell's mill buildings, with the famous Merrimack River flowing through the city. The mills are depicted with intricate detail, symbolizing the industrial legacy that shaped the city's growth. In the foreground, you can see a figure representing a female worker, paying tribute to the many women who worked in the Lowell mills during the Industrial Revolution. The image of this worker is powerful, reflecting the significant contributions made by women in shaping the workforce during that time. It's important to note that coins like the Lowell quarter are part of a limited series, and each coin represents something uniquely American. The America the Beautiful Quarters program was launched to bring awareness to these important national sites, and as a result, these coins have become highly collectible, especially among numismatists and history lovers. But what makes the 2019 Lowell quarter particularly special is not just the historical significance it represents. Like other quarters in the America the Beautiful series, the Lowell quarter is part of a limited release. The U.S. Mint doesn't produce an unlimited number of these coins, and once they're gone, they're gone. This creates scarcity, which drives up demand, especially among collectors who want to add this unique piece of history to their collection. So, what factors determine the value of the Lowell quarter? Well, just like with any coin, its value is significantly influenced by its condition. A coin that has been used in circulation, showing signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration, is worth far less than one that's in mint or pristine condition. The more uncirculated or well-preserved the coin is, the higher its value. Coins that have never been used in transactions and are kept in top condition are highly sought after by collectors, but that's not all. Some 2019 Lowell quarters may also have minting errors. These could include things like double strikes, where the design is stamped twice, or off-center strikes, where the design is not aligned properly. Minting errors are a goldmine for collectors because they are one of a kind. If you find a 2019 Lowell quarter with an error, you could be sitting on a much more valuable coin. Now, let's talk about the value of the 2019 Lowell quarter. While a regular, circulated Lowell quarter might only be worth a few dollars, if you have one that's uncirculated or has a rare minting error, you could be in for quite a surprise. The value of these coins has been steadily increasing, and in perfect condition, or with a minting error, the 2019 Lowell quarter can fetch as much as $40,000, yes, you heard that right, $40,000 for a single coin. It's incredible to think that a quarter, a simple 25-cent coin, could hold such value, but that's the magic of coin collecting. The combination of historical significance, condition, and the potential for minting errors makes the 2019 Lowell quarter a highly desirable item among collectors. So, the next time you come across a 2019 Lowell quarter, take a moment to inspect it carefully. It might just be the rare gem you've been waiting for. If you have one that's been kept in mint condition, or if you find one with an error, you could have a coin worth thousands of dollars. Next coin, we have something truly special to talk about, the Massachusetts quarter from 2000, a coin that's much more than just pocket change. This coin has a rich history behind it and holds a surprising value, especially for those lucky enough to find it in perfect condition. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know just how much this Massachusetts quarter could be worth in today's market. Let's start by setting the stage. The Massachusetts quarter was released in 2000 as part of the 50-state quarters program, which the U.S. Mint introduced in 1999 to honor each of the 50 states. Each quarter in the series featured a design that symbolized the unique history, culture, and achievements of the state it represented. For Massachusetts, the design reflects its deep historical roots, particularly its role in the American Revolution and its rich intellectual and cultural history. The reverse side of the Massachusetts quarter depicts a beautiful image of Minuteman statue, a symbol of the brave colonial militia who fought during the early days of the Revolutionary War. The statue is located in Concord, Massachusetts, and honors the men who stood ready at a moment's notice, just like the Minutemen did on the Lexington Green during the opening battles of the American Revolution. The figure is shown in a strong, determined stance, with the backdrop highlighting the rugged beauty of the American countryside. Beneath the statue, you'll see the words, Massachusetts, and, the Spirit of America, which represent the state's fierce independence and commitment to freedom. As you can see, this quarter is not just a piece of currency, it's a tribute to a state that played a pivotal role in the birth of the nation. Now, you might be asking, why is this quarter special enough to stand out in the vast world of U.S. coins? Well, let's dig into the factors that make the Massachusetts quarter particularly valuable to collectors. First off, it's important to consider the condition of the coin. Like all coins, the value of a 2000 Massachusetts quarter depends largely on how well it has been preserved. Coins that have been used in daily transactions often show signs of wear and tear, which lowers their value. However, if you have an uncirculated coin, meaning it's never been used for regular transactions and is in pristine condition, then you could have a real gem on your hands. Uncirculated coins are highly coveted by collectors because they have not been exposed to the usual wear and tear that comes with being spent in stores, vending machines, or just tossed in a coin jar. These coins are typically stored in controlled environments and often come straight from the U.S. Mint's production facilities. The higher the grade of the coin, essentially, how close it is to its original state, the more valuable it becomes. Another factor that can increase the value of the Massachusetts quarter is the potential for minting errors. Minting errors occur during the production process and can include things like double strikes, where the coin's design is stamped more than once, or off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned. These errors make a coin unique and highly desirable among collectors. If you happen to find a 2000 Massachusetts quarter with one of these errors, it could be worth a significant amount more than a regular, error-free coin. And here's the big question: what exactly is the 2000 Massachusetts quarter worth? Well, in typical circumstances, a Massachusetts quarter found in circulation might only be worth face value, 25 cents. However, when you find one that's in uncirculated condition or has an error, the value can rise dramatically. A perfect, uncirculated 2000 Massachusetts quarter could easily fetch $60,000, yes, you heard that right, $60,000 for a single quarter. It's amazing how much a little piece of history like this can be worth. As you might expect, finding one of these coins in such pristine condition is rare, which is why they command such a high price. The fact that this coin commemorates a pivotal time in American history, the start of the Revolutionary War, only adds to its appeal. Now, imagine stumbling across a 2000 Massachusetts quarter in your change or flipping through a collection of old coins and realizing that it's worth a small fortune. It's a reminder that sometimes, the value of something isn't always immediately apparent. With the right condition, a little bit of luck, and some knowledge of the market, you could end up holding onto a coin that could change your life. So, the next time you're going through your coin collection, take a second to look at any 2000 Massachusetts quarters you may have. Check the condition carefully, and if it's uncirculated or has a minting error, you might be sitting on a coin worth far more than you ever imagined. Last unique coin, we're talking about the 2004 Florida quarter, a coin that is much more than just 25 cents, it's a piece of history, and its value might surprise you. By the end of this video, you'll know just how much this particular quarter could be worth. Trust me, it's more than you think. Let's start with some background. The 2004 Florida quarter is part of the 50-state quarters program, which was launched by the U.S. Mint in 1999. This program was designed to celebrate each of the 50 states with their own unique quarter design, and the Florida quarter was the 27th in the series. Florida is known for its rich history, beautiful landscapes, and vibrant culture, and the design on this coin perfectly captures all of that. On the reverse side of the Florida quarter, you'll find a stunning image of a beach scene, complete with a sunrise over the ocean and a stylized image of a sailboat on the water. In the foreground, there's a orange blossom, the state flower of Florida, and the sailing ship represents Florida's maritime heritage and its history as a key port in the development of the United States. Above the image, you'll find the words, Florida 1845, which commemorate the year that Florida officially became the 27th state of the Union. This design was chosen to honor both the natural beauty and historical significance of the state. The Florida quarter is especially important because it ties in with the history of Florida's statehood. In 1845, Florida became the 27th state to join the United States, and it's no surprise that the U.S. Mint chose this moment to immortalize it on the coin. Not only does the coin celebrate Florida's natural beauty, but it also honors the role the state has played in the broader narrative of American history. From its earliest days as a territory, Florida has been a major player in the development of the nation, whether through exploration, trade, or military importance. Now, let's talk about why this Florida quarter could be worth much more than its face value of 25 cents. The first thing to note is the condition of the coin. Like all coins, the value of a 2004 Florida quarter is heavily influenced by its condition. If the coin has been used in daily transactions, it's likely to show signs of wear, scratches, fading, and general signs of circulation. However, the real value lies in finding a coin that is in mint condition, meaning it has never been used in circulation and remains in pristine, uncirculated form. A coin in mint condition is far rarer than a worn or circulated one, and this is where collectors get excited. Coins that are well preserved can see their value increase significantly, sometimes by hundreds or even thousands of dollars. So, if you have an uncirculated 2004 Florida quarter, you could be looking at a valuable treasure that might be worth a lot more than just a quarter. But what about rare minting errors? Minting errors are one of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting. These mistakes happen during the coin's production process, and they can make a coin much more valuable than a standard, error-free piece. Some common errors include off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned, or double strikes, where the coin's image is stamped more than once. 2004 Florida quarters with these types of errors are extremely sought after by collectors, and if you're lucky enough to find one, you might have a rare piece worth significantly more than a typical quarter. So, how much can a 2004 Florida quarter really be worth? While a regular, circulated quarter may only fetch you face value, if you happen to have one in pristine, uncirculated condition, or even better, a rare minting error, the value can skyrocket. And just how high can it go? Well, a 2004 Florida quarter in mint condition, or with a rare error, could potentially be worth as much as $55,000, yes, you heard that right, $55,000 for a single quarter. It's incredible to think that a coin which was originally worth just 25 cents could become a collector's treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. This is the magic of coin collecting, where history, rarity, and condition combine to create something truly valuable. If you happen to find a 2004 Florida quarter that's been preserved in perfect condition, or if you come across a coin with a minting error, you could be holding on to a valuable asset. So, what should you do if you think you found a rare Florida quarter? The first step is to carefully inspect it. Check for any minting errors or signs of uncirculated condition. If you're unsure about the condition or potential value of the coin, it's always a good idea to have it professionally graded by a numismatist or a coin expert. They can give you a better idea of the coin's authenticity, condition, and value in the current market. To wrap things up, the 2004 Florida quarter is much more than just a simple piece of change. With its rich history, stunning design, and the potential for rare minting errors, this coin has become a highly coveted piece for collectors. Whether you find one in perfect condition or discover a rare error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 2004 Florida quarter, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on the latest discoveries in the world of rare coins. And as always, keep your eyes peeled for those hidden treasures. Your next big find could be right around the corner. Happy collecting, and good luck out there.